1.7 million people under 75 die every year in Europe, but 1.2 million lives could be saved with more effective prevention and care. Meantime, 1.4 million articles are published every year, but most of the information they provide is not used in everyday patient care. So how can these scientific findings be put in practice as rapidly and effectively as possible? That is the key medical challenge of the 21st century. Translational medicine, or TM, speeds up the practical application of scientific results to find answers to questions asked at the patient's bedside, and thus links clinical and basic research networks. A new TM model, developed on the initiative of the Academia Europaea, focuses on providing healthcare, achieving new scientific results, summarizing these results in layperson's terms, and effectively communicating scientific knowledge to stakeholders, who are patients, healthcare professionals, pharmaceutical companies, and decision makers. The chief characteristic of TM is its multidisciplinarity, and the cornerstone of TM is a registration system that covers all clinical fields.
Translational medicine has four major parts, and this is a cycle. So you start from the patient side and you come back. And one part of this cycle is science. And science is always, almost nothing new, just everything which is in front of us, but nobody could see before, nobody could notice about what is there. Therefore, like one of the healthcare delivery science methodologies, the meta-analysis, which actually summary and the new analysis of already published data. And summarizing this all knowledge can generate new knowledge, new observations in the field.
When we attend patients and when we care for patients, we can do science and we can answer scientific questions while we are making them feel better, while we are giving them a cure, while we are operating on them or doing an endoscopy for them. So basically, translational medicine enables clinicians to learn ways how to practice science, and ultimately that is the aim of translational medicine as I see it.
The TM cycle model was introduced in Hungary in 2016, and the program has proved its effectiveness in the intervening years. Recognizing the significance of TM, Semmelweis University in Budapest founded the Center for Translational Medicine in 2021. An institute of higher education with a strong 250-year history, Semmelweis University is the leading medical training facility in Central Europe and the largest healthcare center in Hungary.
The mission of Semmelweis University is to get into the top 100 universities in world ranking and into the top 5 universities within Europe. For this we need to increase the scientific output, but we are on a very good way because, for example, in the cardiovascular sciences we got into the top 55 universities in one of the ranking. We are currently building up an internal research development and innovation supporting system, and Translational Medicine Center is a part of this supporting system, a very important part of this system.
This new approach to TM has further renewed PhD training. Our educational model of learning by doing took shape in 2016 under the leadership of Péter Hegyi, the current course director of this unique PhD program. Since then, nearly 50 PhD students and residents have taken part in the training, and over 300 quality publications have appeared. The results have made it possible to develop and supplement numerous patient care guidelines, and to put scientific results in practice immediately. This education program is being carried on at Semmelweis University on a much larger scale. Indeed, almost 90 students were admitted in the first year in 2021.
It's absolutely new method. It's absolutely new everything in this topic, and the candidates can possibility to learn how can we write an article, how can we publish an article, how can we set up writing this article. So that's why I think it's very useful.
The program provides PhD students with the opportunity to choose from among 8 research areas. Working in groups, students are able to acquire the necessary knowledge and skills as effectively as possible, and thus conduct more productive and goal-oriented research. The PhD program covers all aspects of the TM cycle. It teaches students how to be critical consumers of medical studies, how to collect primary data through questions and observations, how to manage patient registries, and how to conduct biomedical research.
Doing a PhD or participating in a PhD program was not a question for me. I have always been interested in science. The center of the program is based around translational medicine and mainly around clinical medicine, and that's a really important part of our everyday work.
The whole system, I had this impression that this is a place where really professional work is going on, and during the last 6 months I experienced it in person, that this is really how it seemed in the beginning, because we have a constant help from Professor Hegyi, from our senior methodology supervisor, from the statisticians, and it's a very good feeling that we are not alone with our research, and that everybody's interested, that we make progress. So for me it's a very reassuring and a very positive experience.
The Center for Translational Medicine assists PhD students with an interdisciplinary research support staff. Group leaders are experienced medical scientists with great expertise in their field of research. Expert discussants support students in writing their studies from planning to publishing. Supervisors help bridge theoretical research and clinical practice, with the participation of an IT team and an ethics coordinator. Furthermore, the program provides an opportunity for senior PhD students to play an active role in teaching.
I started this program last September, so that means now I'm a second year PhD student, and currently I work as an SMS, that means scientific methodological supervisor, and my task is actually to provide help, mainly in the methodological issues, to students. So we are kind of a bridge between the first year PhD students and the supervisors.
With this special PhD program, I'm working with 2 independent students related in pediatric oncology topics. So with this work, we have to like a daily routine work, at least 2 or 3 hours, and refresh and recap every previous data and extend it with further work.
The program is very well detailed, very well organized, in the way that we have the group meetings weekly, and we have also the support of the whole team and from our supervisors, is a way that they can be very effective with us all the time. So I think it really helps to truly bring results very quickly. That's what we can see today.
Students in the TM PhD program are also prepared in how to establish contacts, what communication strategies to use, and how to present. Special training sessions are held to aid them in presenting their results as confidently as possible. The main language of the course is English, the language of science worldwide. Every phase of the training proceeds in this language, with quarterly progress reports in the first year of the course, requiring students to hold presentations and answer any questions in English.
We should be able to present progression from data to clinical evaluation. What I mean, we should present a forest plot, and to be able take it into a clinical context. So what does the data mean and what is the implication for the research and for our daily practice?
Our major aim that the first year they concentrate heavily on scientific activity, and at the end of the year they would finish the 2 projects which required for PhD. And in a year 2 they will mostly concentrate on healthcare, but still have protected time 1 day each week for science.
Those who enter the program will complete their PhD with a dissertation of high quality. They will understand and interpret the role of scientific research in the TM cycle with precision. They will also become skilled in setting up patient registries, initiating clinical studies, or conducting broad systematic reviews via meta-analyses. Further, their lives may well be enriched with countless friends and shared experiences.
I think actually the method we are using here in the Center for Translational Medicine is the most effective way to translate actually these data that we have in vast amounts now in the scientific world. But now we are trying to find use for this and to implement the knowledge that they mean to us in the clinical practice right by the bedside, and as soon as we can, and as effective as we can.
Those who wish to take an active part in the main goal of translational medicine, renewing healthcare with results that can be measured in terms of human lives, are encouraged to apply to the PhD program at the Semmelweis University Center for Translational Medicine. Together, let's bring science to patient care.